Hi, I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome to Somewhere Between Chaos and Calm. This is the podcast where people are just trying to hold it all together while possibly also having a breakdown in the school pickup line. Maybe you're Googling, am I losing it or am I just hormonal? Or maybe you're just occasionally hiding in the pantry for a sneaky little cry and a nice little snack. If it sounds like you, then you've come to the right place. I'm your host, Sarah. We're creating a space to talk about those mental health issues that maybe we only whisper about, for the parenting moments that both break us and build us, for the days when we feel like we're spiraling and then we're not really entirely sure if we're healing or if we're just disassociating with a nice coffee and a good podcast. We are here for you either way. So a little bit about myself. I am 40 years old. I was recently diagnosed with borderline personality disorder with psychosis. So psychosis basically meaning is I do experience some visual and audio hallucinations every once in a while. I have gone through some genetic testing. I do have a DNA sequence where I am predisposed to schizophrenia. So when it comes to my mental health at 40 years old, starting to actually get answers and figure out why I function the way that I do sometimes has been incredibly eye-opening. And it has been one of those things that it's so life-changing that I want to help others and I want to share this story in the hopes that others might feel not so alone in this struggle. I have been dealing with mental health issues since I was 12. I had my first inpatient experience to basically was to keep myself safe from myself. I was 14 the first time that I went inpatient. And ever since then, it has just been me trying to stumble along life, figuring out how to live to be a person, as well as also work with my mental illness. So making sure that I'm eating right and exercising and getting the water and getting the sunshine and taking the medicine, all of those things that have gotten me to this point that for me are survival skills. These are things that I'm hoping I can share on this podcast. I'm hoping that sometimes the knowledge of just understanding the symptoms and the illness can be life-changing. So I am not healed. I am currently in my healing journey. If it makes you feel bad, I haven't washed my hair in 2 days. So it's not perfect. It's not a perfect journey, but it's definitely one that I'm so excited to be able to go on. I have 5 kids in total. I have 2 stepdaughters. I have 3 sons. They range from adulthood down to 3rd grade. So I have miniature humans that I have to be here for. And this is why I'm doing this. Because if ever they in their life felt an ounce of what I have felt struggling to just try to understand my own self, my own brain, my own thought patterns, the way that I am wired, I gotta be here for them. I want to be here for all of you, because this does not have to be, mental illness does not have to be a death sentence, no matter what the voices say. But we're here, and we're not going to give up. On our podcast, what you can expect is it's going to be honest conversation. We are going to be talking heavily about mental health, specifically addressing borderline personality disorders, bipolar disorder, postpartum disorders, hormones, traumas, therapy, healing journeys, relatable parenting moments. We are 3 moms who all have kids. We have kids ranging from adulthood all the way down to under 1 year old. So we have a variety of parenting stories. We will have real talks and real conversations with people who are either on their journey or are just discovering their journey, or whatever phase of the spectrum of mental health you are currently in. That is the space that we are creating here. This podcast for people living in the in-between, where you're not fully broken, but you're just not quite okay yet. You're not a self-help guru. I am not a self-help guru, but we're trying. We're just trying to live in the calm as often as we can, because sometimes we are so tired of the chaos. We're not here to give you answers. We're just here to sit with you in the questions. If you come along those answers along this journey with us, that is wonderful, and that is more than we could ever ask for. So please remember, you are not alone in this. Healing is not linear. Parenting is not filtered, and life is definitely more bearable when we talk about the stuff that no one wants to say out loud, and we can share so that we know that we're not so alone. So if you're ready to join us in the middle of this chaos and sometimes calm, maybe have a little bit of a humor, a little bit of heart, please hit subscribe. Come sit with us. You are exactly where you need to be.